last night. The fact that you're getting the TJ, the dashing performance that you imagine, you've got to imagine they're the favorite. But for those of you in the crowd that have got Optic taking this search and destroy, let's hear you. Do we have any FaZe Clan fans out there? Well, this guy has an Optic thing in his hand as I asked for FaZe, so everyone's just excited, Joe. They're just excited for the search and destroy.
Yeah, well, we saw frequency last night from Optic Gaming. Dashy early on going to have that sniper rifle out, but we'll see how FaZe adjusts to that as the trade starts to go back and forth. But TJ able to find a couple of kills, and again, TJ, that's where he struggled at Fort Worth, was in that search and destroy big time. Much more improved throughout this event. So we'll see Krim start to move towards that middle of the map, and they're going to rotate on over, and that's a perfect rotation. He's going to catch Zuma just climbing up that ladder now. A tough situation, and Zero's going to say see ya.
So Optic, they'll get on the board first as the search and destroy woes continue for FaZe Clan. Would you say this mode is the hardest of the newly formed team, or does it vary just depending on personnel?
I think it is. There's just a lot of steps to search and destroy. There's a lot of micro decisions you have to make. Again, it's not the most played game mode, you know, but between players, it's just something that takes time.
That might be the single biggest thing. You just don't get a lot of scrims in it, right? Like there's not a whole lot of practice as you get thrown together. Is a lot of them without scrimming. I mean, their practice ends up being at the major tournaments when they're playing search and destroy for the most part. But Dashy will have the sniper back in hand, watching mid-map. Got eyes on Zero for just a moment, but not able to hit the shot as he slides across. The pressure will build towards TJ. Karma and him trying to hold the side. They've got Scump to work with towards bottom ladder as the collapse is here and FaZe Clan just getting picked apart.
Yeah, they're just stuck right now. Zuma is able to find one, but the numbers and the rotations are here from Optic Gaming. You have no progress on the map if you're FaZe. And with 30 seconds off the clock, the bomb down as well. They have to rotate on back. They're going to try and have to make a couple individual plays, but that clock is going to go against them very quickly.
They just got bullied out of there.
Yeah, but you're going to see Optic actually rotate on off, so they don't know bombs down. Just go back to the middle of the map. Scraps just able to stay alive.
Yeah, doesn't get the slide, unfortunately, but somehow still stays up. Now you've retrieved bomb of your FaZe Clan, but not for long. 3v3, Scraps finds another kill. Suddenly it's advantage over to FaZe. Is this one of those blunders from Optic Gaming? You had the man advantage, it's now disappeared. Bomb rotating across, and we'll see them work to try and get this down. In Zuma's hand, Dashy gets caught top mid. The trade is there, but TJ will end up falling, and FaZe pull one from the depths. That's one you can't lose if you're Optic Gaming.
They just over-rotated with no information whatsoever. I just felt like you at least keep one player towards B, towards the backside near pipes, just to shoulder it, because what ended up happening is they all rotated back to the base. One player had to go bottom ladder because he gets taken some shots from Zero. So what happens when he goes bottom ladder, there's still two players from FaZe towards that B side. They push on up, they're able to catch him out. And then FaZe just rotate off of that, right? They keep playing those little games, you know, with Optic Gaming, just rotating back and forth, but maybe just a little bit too early of a rotation. Keep one player around towards that B side if you're Optic.
And really for Optic, it's just been the TJ show. He's sitting at 5-1, accounting for a majority of their kills, really all but 2. He had a fantastic game 1. We'll see if he can keep that rhythm going here. First blood and a second go to Optic Gaming. Early 5v3 advantage, Joe.
Well, TJ keeps it going. Karma finds one, and Zero once again in such a tough spot. Just trying to stay alive inside the lobby. And well, TJ just says hello. That's 3 for Tej. And this was important because when we talked to Tej like about Fort Worth, the big thing was they weren't really being the bullies on the map. And to me, that just comes down to TJ, right? He's going to be your first guy in. So if he's not winning his one-on-ones, you don't have the pressure on the map. He's going middle of the map, challenging the other SOG,
I think
and that's it.
When he is feeling confident and playing well, this is a different team, without question. Just at its core, it allows them to play the way they want to.
He sets the pace.
Yeah, 100%. And he's, what, 8-1 now through 3 rounds? On pace for something special within this game, too, if he can somehow keep this madness going. Averaging, got just under 3 kills a round right now. Well, let's see what FaZe opt to do on offense as they start to move towards the A site. Crimsix really the lone man here. He should get information momentarily. He gets the spot. The rotation will then be called in from Optic.
Yeah, well, all of Optic in a back gun up. We'll see how they play this retake situation. This is a tough bomb to cover. Even with the bomb down, it can be tough. The retake can be there. Stuns and nades not going to connect. And here we go. Karma gonna push from that elbow. All of FaZe basically there. They're not playing from elevator. They're on that bomb, but TJ finds 2. He's on a 5 spree. There's the main advantage. It's a 2 versus 4. And just like that, it's all up to a Seam and a 1 versus 3.
TJ then gets in. Finally, he will drop. It's a Seam that gets the kill. But Optic get the round. I guess the one good thing is you stop TJ before he gets some streaks, but otherwise, all Optic.
Yeah, I think for FaZe, they were just hoping maybe that cluster and stun was able to connect to find that first blood, give them the numbers, because you saw the way they were playing it. Usually we'll see a lot of teams watch the flank, play from the elevator, have an ICR in there, just peek back and forth, watch that deep elbow. And it's tough to break on through. Usually that push comes through the middle. But FaZe had 4 guys on the balcony, and when it comes down to those trades, Optic Gaming just outplayed them.
Take a look at the best play before we get into the next round. Optic sitting comfortably in control of this best of 5 thus far. A massive hard point win and en route to another big victory if they can keep this going in the search and destroy. FaZe have got to answer, and poor Celium, who had a horrific game 1. His struggles continue here. 0-4 in the search and destroy. And Dashi with another first blood to his name.
Yeah, and that's going to catch a Seam off guard. Usually the sniper goes towards that B side. So FaZe, I don't mind it. They play very aggressive in elevator. They're trying to get some map position. And he's just shouldering to see if anybody's there. And well, it just happens to be Dashi with the snipe.
A lot of times you get away with that shoulder too, but not
yeah,
against,
again, the sniper's usually a B.
Dashi picks up another behind the lethal grenade. 3 have dropped, 2 left up for FaZe clan. Celium gets gunned, his woes continue. 0 more than likely finding his way off the map, and that's exactly what it'll be. And that's tough. I mean, half your rounds have basically been somebody plunging off the map. You know 0, things aren't going well. Well, that is all Dashi early. The pick, the follow-up with the frag grenade to find the 2nd kill in the round as TJ gets some help.
Yeah, and just Optic changing the pace. Last offense, it was very aggressive bottom ladder. That's where TJ found those 3 kills. This time, they play back towards their back elbows. They allow Dashi to work with the sniper, able to find a FaZe player.
So you like the different looks you're seeing from Optic?
Yep.
Scraps on the FaZe side. We'll have Paladin out looking over mid-map. You see at number 4 on the minimap is Scump. Looks like he's playing from bottom ladder, so no angle for Scraps to hit. But Crim6, he's the one that peaks first blood to Scraps, just like we saw Dashi do in the previous round. But there he falls it over the 2nd. TJ, a big kill for Scraps because he's been taking over this search and destroy.
Yeah, now this just has to be a round for FaZe. You have to secure this, make it a 4-2. In the map, Scraps gonna try to do what he can on the flank. There is one player pushing this. This is gonna be Karma. They have a pretty spread push, so as long as FaZe play with their numbers, they should be fine. Scraps, he's gonna get taken down, but on the other side of the map, that's what happened. Izuma and his teammates were able to find Scump.
It's a 2v3 though, still somewhat manageable for the Optic Gaming side. They got 30 seconds to work on, and that's a big gunfight. That's one you can't lose or get away with your life, at least, is Dashi rip Zuma. Now 20 seconds to work with. Dashi building towards streaks as well as him and Karma go on the hunt. The first engagement in, Celium with his first kill, and it is a huge one. Celium gets 2. His first 2 kills. And Lord Almighty, did FaZe need him to come up big then? I
mean, he wins his first one-on-one. I think he's out. I thought he was just running back towards elevator, right? There's only 14 seconds left. Well, you're going to see the Scott play of the game with Scraps right here. Nice couple of snipes to open things up.
You think TJ's feeling confident? He just slides out and tries to challenge him from the opposite window. But Scraps goes huge, and Celium, maybe that's a moment too that turns it around for him. Like a little bit of a clutch like that in a 2v2. As a young player, you think that's something to just get you kind of get the juices flowing?
Just get you in your sort of momentum, right? Just get you into how you're used to playing just day to day. You have to find that formula.
Let's see if that'll be enough for him. They're going to need more moments like that over the course of this game because they're still trailing by 2 rounds. It's a very passive offense from Optic Gaming. Already 30 seconds off the clock as they start to work their way up towards B. The lone man towards back elbow is going to be at number 9. That's Celium, and Dashi just misses making him pay.
And you got to watch these Optic players. So you have 3 here starting to move towards A, and well, Dashi's going to find Celium. There's that first blood, but 0 responds. I was going to spot out Karma on that late flank. What was his play going to be? But he gets caught. So now 4 versus 4, but Zuma having a solid game at 6 and 5.
Oh.
That's a nice hit marker. Might change things and allow them to fly on out.
Backs him up for a moment. The trade doesn't come in. He goes for the melee. That feeds TJ 2 kills. But now it's Dashy at 6 and 2 that has to clutch. The stripe does some damage. The slide is perfect. It finishes the kill. Now 20 seconds and a one-on-one. It's Scraps versus Dashy.
And he thought he was going through. He actually juked him. Dashy should be able to get away, and he is. Now he just has to play a clock. What a 1 versus 2 from Dashy. This one's over. Scraps has no time to defuse.
And that's tough with your phase because you just had the Celium moment, right? That clutch. What's the worst thing that can happen? They get 1v2'd by Dashy the next round. It's like all that momentum they earned stripped away.
Yeah, and I thought that was a big round by Zuma. He finds 3 in their window and near their lobby to really just give them that advantage within that round. But those 2 players, Scraps and Celium, they were just so spread out. You had one player who was on the elbow just making sure that, well, he wasn't peeking it with a sniper. The other one was in the balcony. There was no trade potential. So after he gets that pistol kill, he has time to get out.
Optic now 1 round away from closing out this search and destroy phase. Have to rip off 4 straight. They need somebody to be the hero right now. It's Scraps and Zuma leading the way, but they need Zero, Celium, Asim, someone to really pick it up if they're going to do this.
Who's going to slow down TJ right now? 13 and 4 out of him.
I mean, he slowed down a bit, but he started so strong, like 10 and 1. He did so much damage early. And Karma, 2 line up. 2 get torn down. There's a trade eventually, but not before the damage is done. That's a nice shot from Scraps, though. The peek and challenge from Dashy. Dashy will get punished, and now it's a 3v3. Look at Crim6. You got him highlighted on the minimap as he's pushed into their lobby. But you see that number 8, and that's what Zero kind of watching the back. They're worried about that opening.
Up. They know that that is wide open, especially Celium's position. Usually you have a guy in your lobby, but because he had to trade down low, we'll see what Crim's able to find. Scraps is ready for it. Celium should pop on up.
Great play from FaZe. They know the situation. They're able to isolate Crim playing on an island. They go for the plant. He more than likely catches them.
Well, Scump's going to be up top, but again, it's about Celium right now. He's really going to be a playmaker. Should be able to catch him, and he is.
Celium
Great patience from him.
Finishes the kill, and now it all is to TJ in a 1v3 with bomb planted. Not a very manageable situation. We'll see if he goes for it. 35 seconds to work with. Everybody on the opposite side. Will he even have time to do this?
I mean, if my teammate's 13 and 4, I'm telling you to go for it.
Hell yeah. Go for it. Try to make the play. He gets hit markered immediately. That's going to delay the push. Nice shot from Scraps. Has bided even more time. Can't get the heel off. Will get caught as Zero. Finishes it. And round by round, FaZe now have to stay alive. Just 1 round at a time. Chip away.
You think about that 1 versus 2 from Dashy. That goes the way of FaZe. This is 4-4, right?
Yeah,
Just
it's true. It's true.
1 clutch could be the difference maker. But there's another one of those rounds where Karma finds 2. They have the 4 versus 3 in a round. That's 2 this map where they've had man advantage and thrown it away.
We've talked about Celium's struggles, but as he's picked it up, Scump on the other side, he's 1 and 6. Not having a great game, but the slack picked up by TJ's monster performance more than accounts for it.
Yeah, sometimes there's just not a lot of kills on the map for you.
This TJ's cruising through people. We've seen some passive offenses from Optic. This time it's aggressive to get the bomb down. Zero does a lot of damage, but can't actually get the kill. This is a big gunfight bottom mid. You think Asim has it, but no. It's Karma with the bunny hop, somehow able to take it.
I mean, that's exactly where you want your SOG, right towards that bottom ladder.
Yeah, he had no right winning that.
And well, TJ, he earns that war machine.
They're on it. They're on it. It's halfway there. It's still going. They've got to pick him off. It's just about to be done. They're just able to get him off. And that's going to be the game to Optic.
Great game out of Optic. And well, now they're 4-1 in search and destroy.
Wow, they had to have been, what, 80% of the way there?
That was closer than that.
It was real close. Just almost able to stick it, but Optic able to clutch up in the final moments of the search and destroy. Now take a 2-0 edge, and yeah, I mean, yes, there were some tight rounds, but so far, for the most part, it's been back-to-back convincing map wins for Optic.
Yeah, and when FaZe loses that map number 1, they obviously know, right? You heard what Miles was talking about, where they know their struggles is in search and destroy. They're just sort of winging it right now. The good thing for FaZe